Yo, my name is Marshall C, and Wrong Numbers dropping July 31st, 2020.
Pick up the pen and I let go. Bitch, I've been down from the get-go. I got the gas like a petrol, but I don't be selling my bands, no. Yeah, I was at the bottom with a budget. Yeah, you ain't really real, you a sussy. Yeah, me up on the wheel, kamikaze.
Yo, my name is Marshall C. I'm a 21-year-old recording artist from Windsor, Ontario. I produce, promote, make beats. I got an album dropping July 31st. It's called Wrong Number. It's gonna be on all major streaming platforms, so go pre-save that right now. My first project that I dropped when I was probably 14, 15 would be, I think it was called No Simple Shit, NSS. And bro, garbage compared to what we got now. But I would just record it in my room and put it out on SoundCloud the second I had the tracks done. But so I wouldn't really consider those any real albums, any real projects. But one of the first real projects I put out was with a group called Lifted Light that we used to be in. And it was called Old School, New School. So we had some old school tracks on it, some new school stuff, some lyrical, something that was more for the clubs, you know what I mean? After that, we had another tape called Doom Bap. And the whole inspiration behind it was MF Doom beats. So me and Crispy, we hopped on these beats. And yeah, it's pretty dope tape in my opinion. Alright, so my first project coming out of Lifted Light would be Martial Law. And that was my first solo project. I had a couple artists on there, Desi Dez, I had Konar, I even had Crispy on it on a bonus track, 3 Days, which was a dope track all about smoking weed. But yeah, that was my first solo project coming out of Lifted Light, would be Martial Law, and that's available on SoundCloud. Influences growing up, a lot of Joey Badass. Recently, there was a lot of Russ. Yeah, a lot of Joey Badass, a lot of Russ. There was obviously the greats, you know what I mean? A lot of Jay-Z and shit. Fucking little Wu-Tang here and there. I was never huge Wu-Tang fan, but obviously listen up, you got it. So Joey, everybody in Pro Era probably would be big influences. What shows am I watching right now? I'm not watching anything right now, but you already know my favorite show is Power, man. Power's a crazy show. I'm excited for September for Power Book 2, Ghost. That shit's gonna be crazy. Excited to see what Tariq did, that little rat-ass bastard.
Who's your favorite character on Power?
Favorite character on Power? Tommy Egan, bro. It's crazy. Do I even got to explain why? In high school, I had an anger problem, man. I got into a lot of fights. I didn't get along with a lot of people, you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't like that I rapped. I had an anger issue too, you know what I mean? I had a problem with not being able to walk away from people when they were talking shit. That was probably my biggest issue. So in high school, I was getting into a lot of fights. Not really proud of it. But other than that, man, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I just make music. So I'm gonna say, it's hard to pick my favorite track that I've ever wrote, right? Because there's so many that some have different meaning. It's hard to pick one that is my favorite. But I'm gonna say the track that I had the most fun recording would be White Wine featuring Danny Green. That whole experience in the studio was fun and everything. Shout out Danny Green, Canadian grime artist coming out of Rose City. Got plenty tracks coming up. He's on 2 tracks on Wrong Number, She Don't Dance and Slow Down. Yeah, you can catch him on all major streaming platforms. That's Danny Green from Rose City. So the main reason I started making beats would be because beats are expensive. And I got tired of rapping on YouTube beats, fucking people having the same beats as me and shit. And yeah, and honestly, it's fun. It's fun to learn all different aspects of making music rather than just hopping on a beat, writing the lyrics. It's fun to actually learn what goes into the beats and how to make it and the whole everything behind production. And one person that really did teach me a lot about production would be Lozy over at Mad Studios. He taught me everything from how to program my hi-hat patterns to how to find out what song the key's in and fucking, you know what I mean? Shout out to Lozy, because without him, I probably not know what the fuck I'm doing with the beats. So yeah. So how Wrong Number came about, I was in my room and I just had set up my recording equipment and everything. And I remember the first song that I had made, the album, the title song, Wrong Number. I was just jamming and fucking, I found the beat and I'm like, calling my phone, telling them they got the wrong number, leave me alone. And if you know me, you know my style is very boom bap, very old school. And this would be something new for me. And I don't know, I had that hook in my head, I wrote it down and we recorded it in my room and shit. And then I don't know, I had a bunch of these hooks, like these new wavy hooks, something I'd never done before. And then I remember it was Mush that told me, bro, or it was Mush or Connor or somebody told me, you gotta go to fucking Mad and get this done there with somebody who can actually knows how to engineer and knows what to do with this. But long story short, I went over to Mad and yeah, it's a wrap, man. Once you go there, their engineers are wizards. Lozy, Kid, Shad, they're crazy over there, man. But yeah, I went over there, laid these hooks down. It was a very weird writing process. I wrote all the hooks for the songs first, and then I went and wrote the verses. So the singles that I had dropped prior to the album were Oh No, Propane, and Greenlight. Those are already available on all major streaming platforms. They'll be on the album as well. There's 17 songs on the album. Propane is a video that we have coming out, shot by Rush Mid. It's gonna be fire. Keep on the lookout for that. Video I want to get done, it's gonna be Greenlight. We got a bunch of videos running. Oh No, they'll be coming soon. Keep on the lookout for that. Listen to your music a little bit more before you drop it. Don't, like, Raw Number took 2 years to come out, you know what I mean? Like, there's little notes that had to be changed, hundreds of studio sessions where we had to, don't just record your music and then just go upload it to every platform. That is cool, like, I get you're in the vibe, but you gotta take time to listen and know what you want to change. Because young Cody, you were out there just fucking recording bullshit in your room and upload it on SoundCloud, bro. Don't do that. It depends. We talking dry wings?
Sure.
Dry wings, I want tacos all day. But if we talking like some honey garlic wings. I feel like New York's good if you wanna like be something like obviously you can make it in the rap industry, but I feel like New York's good if you want to make it in Broadway or something like that. So I'd have to choose LA because there is opportunities in New York, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like there would be so much more opportunities in LA. Bong. I'll smoke blunts, don't get me wrong too. I smoke blunts all day, but bong. I need a bong toast right now. Bong, Jordan. I don't even, to be honest, bro, I might lose some fans, but I don't even watch basketball like that. But Jordan, just people gonna argue about that all day. Alright, this has been Marshall C. Raw Number. It's gonna be available everywhere July 31st, 2020. Go download it, pre-save it right now.
They callin' my phone, I tell them they got the wrong number. Leave me alone, you wasn't there for the come up. I've been on my own, I travel the way that LeBron does. Now they wanna go and act like they gon' be there, but they'll switch up in the law.